So hello children, we start a new topic today called compound interest. So first we will see the concept. Before that, one very small thing I'll tell you, because generally student ask me, sir, what is the application? So much mathematics we do. What is application of mathematics in our life? So generally I tell, see, this is thing. Every branch of mathematics has an application. If you become an engineer or doctor, but otherwise, if you take commerce or in your life, these two things, commercial mathematics, what I am doing in class 9, CI means compound interest, and simple interest, which you have done in class 8. So again, we are not going to do, but this chapter, children, we are going to use the concept of simple interest also. So I hope that you know simple interest properly. Otherwise, you will have to see my class 8 video lesson on that. So commercial mathematics in class 9, we have only one chapter, compound interest. Class 10, 3 very important and very interesting topic which we will have is GST, goods and services tax, banking, especially your recurring deposit, and shares. So this is very practical in our everyday life. So tomorrow you may not become an engineer or doctor, but this basic idea of commercial mathematics, where to save money, how much interest you will get, where you get good return. Okay, so this is a very practical thing. And second thing is your chapters on mensuration, area, volume. Class 9 also you have, class 10 you have also. So this chapter have very much practical value in our everyday life. Okay, and other branches also, they are also applicable, but these are more, they touch our life more closely. Okay, so that's why you should do this all very nicely. And one last thing before I start the concept of compound interest, percentage is the heart of all this chapter, remember. Not mensuration, this, whatever, CI, GST, banking, and also percentage. I have made 2 video lessons on class 8. So I'll give you the link. Please see that how to do mental maths, how to, sorry, answer will be very correct. If you do mentally, it will be easily you will be able to do, and you will know whether you are getting right answer or not. So while solving, I'll show you how knowing percentage or doing it by mental maths simplifies our question, and we are in a better position to get the correct answer. So please, you see this 2 video lesson on percentage. So here we start. What is compound interest, children? So first of all, I like to recapitulate. Simple interest is P into R into T by 100. I am not going to explain P is principal, what is rate and what is time. But compound interest is a new thing for you. It is repeated simple interest with growing principal, PAL. Principal means the main thing. Principal of the school is the main person in the school. Principal here is the main money. And one in physics you will see, and law and all you will see PLE. That means law, rule. So this is PAL, remember. Principal means the main money, T is time and R is rate. So here this particular chapter, children, there are 3 exercises on compound interest. All 3 are quite interesting, and they are one of the most difficult exercise in this full book, children. Because first you have to know the concept, and second how to solve it. So you have to be very careful, lot of practice is needed. So first exercise is on repeated simple interest called growing principal. Second with formula we will do, and third we will see its application in growth and depreciation. So these all 3 are very interesting. Okay, so there are 2 types of interest is calculated. It is either yearly, which is also called annually, or half yearly. ICSE says you do half yearly or semi-annually. They are one and same thing. Semi means half, half means half. So this was the introduction. So here we start finding some compound interest with repeated simple interest, and the principal will grow after every time interval, generally yearly, whereas in case of simple interest, children, principal remains the same. So full concept you wait, at least 10-15 sum total you will do. Today maybe I will be doing 2-3 sum to give you the basic concept of what is compound interest and how it is different from simple interest. Because in our everyday life, banks, anywhere you go except LIC, LIC uses simple interest calculation, whereas any other thing you go, they use compound interest calculation. So please pause the video and copy if you wish what I have written on the left side especially. Then we move on to couple of questions. So here we start question number 1 of our exercise 2.1 of ML Agrawal's book. So here we see question number 1. Find the amount and compound interest on, this is the principal and rate and time is given. So this is what we start. Your principal for first year is rupees 8,000 as you see. Okay, therefore interest, so don't write simple interest children, for the first year. So interest for first year, so you will see one more thing, interest and compound interest for 1 year is same provided it is compounded yearly. So 8,000 into 5 into 1 by 100. See here, this is repeated simple interest. So don't write some interest for the first year. So P into rate, P into R into T. So R is always 1 you can take. P into R into T for 1 year we take. Then you will see the difference. At the end I'll show you difference between what is the main difference between compound interest and simple interest. So principal for first year is 8,000. You will say, sir, why you have written? Just wait, because principal for second year will be different. Interest for the first year is, okay, rupees 400. So amount at the amount, you can see solved example for this format. Many good solved examples are given. Amount at the end of first year is rupees 8,000 plus 400. So this is 8,400 rupees. Now children, this becomes the principal for the second year. Principal for the second year. Okay, so this is same. Okay, this is rupees 8,400. Now interest for the second year, what do we get? P. So P changes, see here children, for the second year principal has changed. P into R into T. T again 1 year, don't put 2 year, because simple interest I'll show you over here. P into R into T by 100. So here we get 8,000 into 5 into 2 by 100. So this will be simple interest, which I will talk about it after I finish. So divide it by 100. So what do you see children? Here this 400 rupees which was added as interest becomes the principal for the, so amount at the end of first year becomes the principal for the next year. So see here, we get more interest. First year we got 400, second year we are getting 420. So what is the amount at the end of second year? Amount at the end of second year is what we will get, 8,400 plus 420. So we get 8,820 rupees. So question was children, find the amount. So we got the amount. So and the CI. So here this I'll show you what is SI. So CI, if you see, just I'm doing here, CI is amount minus principal. So we get rupees 820. Okay. So amount at the end of 2 year minus the principal, you get the CI. So this is second part of our question, find CI. And what is the amount at the end of 2 year? This is the first part. So amount is 8820 and CI is 820. Now how it is different from the simple interest, let us see. So simple interest, directly the principal remains same every year. Here you see it was 8,000, second year it became 8,400. Third year if you would have started, this would have become the principal. So see the difference in the answer. Okay, 8 5s are 10 into 80 is 800. So simple interest, you see children, is 800, but here it is 820. Why we get 20 rupees more? 20 rupees is interest on interest. So 5% of 400 is 20. So we get 400. So if you later on realize, we get 400 for first year, 400 for second year. This is what about SI, but CI, interest on interest. So this 400 rupees 5%. That's why I said you see my video lesson on a percentage, then you will understand it better. So we get 20 rupees is 5%. See that video, you will understand. So this whole thing becomes CI, which is 820. Okay children, so this is the concept of compound interest, which I have explained it to you with taking question 1 from your textbook, exercise 2.1. Kindly pause the video and copy. So now let us see question 3. So here we have to find two things, children. Two things we have to find the CI for second year and sum due at the end of third year. I mean, suppose you put this much money in a bank, but difference between this and bank is that RBI has said bank, I'll teach you maybe next sum, another sum, that it is the principal is compounded semi-annually every 6 months, March end and I think September end. Okay, so you get the interest. So it is same thing CI, but compounded semi-annually or half yearly. But here first concept I am giving you, this is annually. So 8,000 rupees, what it will become interest for the second year, and what amount it will stand if you put in the bank at the end of third year, we will see. Okay, so at the end of third year what happens? So see here, like before, principal for first year is rupees 8,000, like question 1 again. So principal is rupees 8,000. I for, so don't write interest, I means interest, please don't write simple interest here. For the first year is P, so same formula, P into R into T by 100 into R into T. T don't take 3, 1 year at a time. Here we do 1 year, 1 year, 1 year. So 3 year we will have 3 cycle, 2 year we will have this, divide by 100. So we get rupees 800 as the interest. Okay, now amount at the end of first year. So see what we get, 8,000 rupees plus 800. So if you see my video lesson on percentage, 10% just remove 1 0. 8,000 is 800, 7,000 is 700. So we get 8,800. So this amount at the end of first year becomes the principal for the next year. So principal for second year is rupees 8800. Therefore interest for second year children is 8800 principal. So principal for the second year is the amount at the end of first year, whereas in simple interest I told you 3 year. simple interest principal remains same as 8,000 over here. So here you see principal was for first year 8,000, second year it is 8,800. Again rate is 10%, time is 1 year for second year. Don't put time in this particular chapter, time is always 1. We do each year at a time. Okay, now so we get rupees 880. This is my first answer, children. This is my answer number 1. Find the CI for the second year. CI for the second year is 880. Okay, so pause the video, then I will show you the last part there. So here we will get next amount after 2 years. So what is the amount after 2 years? Your principal was for second year 8800 plus 880 you get. So this is the amount at the end of 2 years, principal and the interest. So if you add this, children, 8800 and 880, so we get 0869, 9680. Okay, now this becomes the principal. Always PAL, you remember, principal for the third year is same, rupees 9680. Therefore interest, don't write simple interest, interest for the third year, okay, don't put bracket, is 9680 into 10% into 1 by 100. So 1 0 cancels here, 1 0 cancels here. You get 9680. So this is the 968 is your interest for the third year. So amount at the end of third year, this is what the question is asking. Amount at the end of third year is 9680 plus 968. Okay, children, so we add here 9680. See, 10% of anything you can see. 1 0 is removed. So 10% is a very easy calculation. 5% is half of that. 968. So it is 8, 4, 1 carried, 16. So rupees 10648. So this is the amount at the end of third year, which is the principal for the fourth year. Okay, so but we have stopped there because so one answer I told you is 880 and this is your second answer. Once more, interest for the second year and amount at the end of third year. So I hope, and same sum if you do, children, same sum if you do, okay, by simple interest, what will happen there, you will see P 8000 into R into T, 10 into time 3 year by 100. So in one go you get the interest. Okay, so amount at the end of 3 years. So see, just I'm comparing here the last part. Suppose same thing you are doing with simple interest. What would be the amount for the, and simple interest is same every year. You put 1 year, it's same everywhere, that is 800. Okay, 2400 you will get here, see, because 1 year you get 800, so for 3 years. So see here, we get 800 into 3, 2400. So interest is every year 800, 800, 800 because principal is same. But now you see what is the final amount. See the difference. Amount will be your 8000 your money principal plus 2400. So if you see, if you put this money in simple interest, so it will be your 10,400 only. So see this to compare this to, because of compound interest you get more money. So this was for simple interest, just for the sake of comparison I told you, because this method we are doing compound interest by repeated repeated simple interest with growing principal. So I hope you have copied, boys. So this was my introductory lesson on compound interest. So please see first few questions up to 1 to 5 you can see, and then please do the solved example. They are given very nicely in the book. So concept I have given, at least first 5-7 solved example and first 4-5 unsolved example you do. So once you know the concept and you know the simple interest from class 8, so I hope and pray that you will be able to do the first few questions of this exercise 2.1. Thank you, boys, for watching this video session.